Hi, Retro. How's it going tonight? Not bad, just getting settled in. Ooh, game update today. All right. Good evening. Happy Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. Okay, so game update with no announcement. No in-game news either. Okay. So we'll have the mysteries of what changed today. I suppose there's not a chance that it's incursions preparation type things. Let's see. I think today is the last day on the officer token claim. That it is. Small pull. Got a few more days on the revenge tokens. All right, so for events today, we've got Domination, USS Reliant. Oh, lovely Augment Exile events. Champion. So it's one of the heavier grindy ones. Reliant upgrade. Alliance leaderboard. Okay, so we gotta hit some Augment Exiles tonight. Stars Invasion. We can start doing the Armadas. Heroic IFP overflow. So we have okay. That's that event. Turn of the Mega Cube. FKR reputation. Chaos tech upgrade. Forbidden tech upgrade. Tech Tuesday. Do Q's trials. Favorite, the Exile grind. Those events for next 2 years. Yeah, we're gonna get our fill of those, that's for sure. I feel a little fortunate that I haven't hit anything to Superior yet. Hi Ryan, how's it going tonight? I'm getting really close to Superior though. Run through the refinery really quick. I'm loving these bulk refine buttons more and more. Just every time. That one's not programmed. It's been interesting to see like the little things that didn't carry over when I did my ops upgrade. Sometimes it's hard to recognize how many things are ops level tied. or just plain reset. Grabbed your Ent A. Tier 6 on the Ent D, that's not bad to start with. That might have some dependency on primes and such. Because there's like, I don't know, 5 levels of ship parts primes or something like that. It'll have to be a matter of time. There's like one big one, and then there's another kind of small one. There's one that makes a huge difference. It's gotten a little bit on the diluted side. There's some favors. Xborg. I don't remember if that's what shit was spending on the ship or if that's just for like doing the refinery. I feel like there's something in the augment store too. I know there's research in the mirror. And then there's a prime. It's got to be in Galaxy. It was like one of the first multi-level primes that they put in the game. One, two. Ah, there's an easy way to check this. Because we can do the cost calculator. No? Is that not the right one? Oh, USS. Oh. Oh, very specific. Well, this should show your efficiency areas for your researches, so you'll be able to see where you're missing parts efficiencies. Because yeah, this one's 700%. That's 250. That's 50. Yeah, it's 700%. Yeah, the researchers will fill in, but you got to use the next one, I think. Don't quote me on that. I used this when I was just getting ready to do my last um to get my shipyard to 66. I went in here and just kind of double checked where my efficiencies were and where I needed to do some research and if there's anything I could do quick, especially with all the new stuff. Okay. Yeah, I think the big one is in the station tree here. Okay, that was weird. Yeah, the 10 levels here. I don't know what that's not the dolomite particle, I don't think, is it? But this is probably the one that people are citing to have. There was like I think that was like 300 for all 10 levels. Possibly. It's been a bit. I thought we were on the last day of the Khan's Revenge store, but I see we've got another 5 days left in that one. But Khan's officers, we should be ready to spend on that one. Maybe not. Maybe I'm getting a little ahead of myself here and trying to spend all the store currencies. At a minimum, it's Alliance Tournament store stuff that we need to spend. So that was the one thing that I really wanted to look at. Was trying to figure out where some of these store items fit. I have the hardest time trying to remember where all the primes go. I know the Valor emblem is the one I need to finish out Discovery. The Prime Particle. Trying to get this the right size. Form Prime Particle should be something I don't need. So I need 0, so that means I have full run on that. Ship Parts Prime. I don't have that one yet. That's G4 and G5. The G5 I've already got maxed. G4 I don't have. But I don't think that's worth grabbing for me. You're number 1 for the Chimera Wrecking SLB? That's a regional SLB? Holy crap, go Ryan. Syndicate Prime. That one's one that I have. Prime Particle Key. Okay, that's one that I need. I have 500 currently. So that means I can pick up the next 500 and I can take one of these. Notification about away team's assignments being done. So let's grab the 4 of the Prime Particle keys. I like that it shows me how much currency I have left. It doesn't show me how much currency I have left. I'll just have to pretend like I know. Alright, so that gets us Prime Particle key. Next one on the list is Weapon Prime Particle. I have that one maxed. Astral. I have 360 on hand. That's for Delta Spike? I don't think I'm gonna worry about Delta Spike, right? And then that leaves Omega Particle. Which is Prime Critical Strike. I have 544 of that. Why do I have such a weird number? I was able to get 4 of them in the last store. Okay. And Prime Cosmic Particle. Okay, so the next spend is gonna be Omega Particle. That's a little bit of an expensive one. And then I said Weapon Prime. No, not Weapon Prime. Astral? Wasn't there one? I thought I had one that I was kind of on the fence about. Maybe not. Cool. So that's all the stuff that we need there. Retrieving is winning in your regional? Man, that retrieving person, they do a lot of events. And they seem to be doing a lot of winning too. Is that what the Delta Spike is for? See, that's the problem is I don't know if that's I don't know how much effect that one will have with the with it archived. Because then I would have to hope that this would actually increase. It does? Okay. I always get nervous about those things. Like I don't feel like they would sometimes. Hi Morty, how's it going tonight? I also don't know if it's worth it. Dartboard, blaster, on, harvester. It's going pretty well. I'm just happy to be home and among friends and like-minded individuals. That's the thing. I probably need to assess where my artifacts are at. Because like the Bladed Takan, Brian's Dartboard, Proton Blaster, Narada Fragment, I mean, those are all maxed right now. I don't know if there's much gain to be had for me. Uncommon and rare. I mean, unless they add something else into here. Like, I think the organ harvester that organ harvester might be the only one that I don't have maxed. No, I do have that one too. Yeah, I've got all those maxed, so that isn't worth it for me then. That would have been a good thing in, like, the early game for sure, but I was at that right level when Voyager came out that I was able to max that thing within a few weeks. Well, a few months. It didn't take long. Didn't take long at all. So then I think that's all the Prime spending that I would need to do in the store. I should think about other artifacts though, or getting some tech. Which again, I don't know which of those I might actually need. It might be worthwhile to grab some of the eviscerator parts again. I was able to tier it up, so I got a refresh on that. I mean, I thought about getting the Columbia refit too, but I feel like I'm doing really well on those officers. This store is getting close to the point where I'm losing big items to spend in here. It'll just be feeding at some point, it's gonna be just feeding the Discovery and the Kirshara, and then maybe just picking up, like, FKR directives or something, or Zindi directives. That'll actually be a good sustainable one for the long term too. And then I guess I could start working on some of the officers in here. Does it show on screen? It doesn't show on screen. Right now it's got the treasury. I think that's the treasury upgrade symbol. Yeah. It shows the treasury things inside of my Alliance tournament store where it shows the count. There it is, 7,800 still. That leaves a pretty good jump start for next run. Because then I should be able to get at least 2 of my things just from what's left over here. 2 of the things I care about at least. Okay, so then we picked up I don't remember what prime particle it was anymore. I'm gonna have to start writing a list down to keep track of all this stuff. So it wasn't the prime valor emblem, it was the omega particle and the prime particle key. And that one's gonna be prime battleship wrecking and combat tree. Which I believe is not too far. I was thinking of the isolytic one at the beginning. Prime battleship wrecking. I like these primes only being a fairly short run. So that should hopefully be enough points to be able to finish the domination event. So this is my first Saurus event with a lot of the Galaxy Quest officers now. So that's Apex barrier against entities. Entities. Decreasing mitigation. Increasing isolytic cascade. I don't take damage that heavy. But he's decreasing shield mitigation. Increase base weapon shots. Because I'm wondering if that's going to be enough for me to be able to get the big boys. Hoping that I have enough to even start one of them. I don't frequently get very good luck on the exchange. The 50s. For what I had from yesterday and today, I should probably be able to pull one. I should be able to get that one done. One and done. I don't know if that gives me all the points that I need, but that's a good start. Ooh. No, I gotta pull the chest yet. That one gets me every time. Okay, so Stars Invasion. Okay, so that did complete. Ryan, I'm number 2048 on the RSLB. Oh, I'm losing to retrieving as well. I'm not surprised to see K9 Tooth all the way up there like that. I probably shouldn't have gone against the one that had the smallest amount of hull left because I didn't give myself much of an opportunity to make any of those points. I didn't think about that one. I was going for the easy route. have to do a harder one next time. Wait, the regular Cranum ones? Like the normal ones you can do all the time? That feels like that's you're talking about these ones. Well, I guess yeah, invading entity damage is invading entity damage, huh? Well, I mean, I was probably gonna do them anyways because I really need to get the stuff because I'm getting low. Well, I probably should run that one. 346. The Negvar might be 364. Like Kaskari is still such a baby. I don't know if it's worth throwing at it. 3.7, 3.7, 5.52. Yeah, it's a little better on stats. It should net better. No, not swap ship, assign officers. So I should be able to go to my normal cruise plus whatever modifications I can make. I'll leave that alone for now. Because Gwen should fit in better here. No, I want him at full synergy. All right, so I've got Burning and Hull Breach here. I've got ISO defense and hull repair. But I should probably switch ISO defense for stats. Cerritos boost. Exocomp. Which one do I want? I need both. We'll start with anti-static. Oh, the war room is active? I don't even remember seeing anything about that. Cammy must be on vacation this week. Because they didn't even post anything about the update that I had for today too. I already forgot which one I picked. Static. $219. That's a good one. I think this is the maiden voyage for the Kaskari. Did that post mention the war room? I don't even remember seeing it. Well, I wonder if I'm ready for 66s now. Ah, there it is. War Room, July 1st to July 7th. The RSLB score? I don't even know where I was. 2000 something. Yeah, that made a big jump. I gained 1,800 spots. Well, thank you for that tip, Ryan. That was a useful one for sure. Let's knock down a couple of charge. While I still have some hull. I feel like I'm playing with fire on this one. All right, Scary dead. Cube is mostly dead. Let's see. So that got 252. That did not change very much from the last couple of them. Oh, they won't let me show my area? Okay, I was wondering how big of a jump it was. $66. Nope, not that one. That one. Alright, finish that prime. 20,000 points. That's enough for the domination. Okay. See if we can start a G5 hazard research. Or damage, why not? The Titan and Cerritos are so slow. I think it helps to have a couple of them voids filled in the officers. Getting Vale and DeMarco unlocked, I think, is making a pretty good difference. I might even have gotten Nesmith unlocked since the last time they had SARS invasion. All right, anti-charged. What the heck kind of slide move is that? Yeah, I've been waiting for her for so long, and I still don't even have my head wrapped around like where her best use case is gonna be. Okay. Charged. 411, 413, 434. I have a feeling 434 is going to be tough to beat. Oh, 473. I kind of wish I still had Lorca's fist handy. This should be good, right? Oh, not bad. I left a lot of shield, but I took out a lot of hull. I can't believe how much shield was left for how much hull got taken out. But I guess that's Nesbitt's shield reduction, shield mitigation reduction. Yeah, getting up to rank 2 on a couple of them officers is going to be huge. Oh, I should have timed that with my Titan better. Oh well. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Like next tier Kaskari and that one would have went down. Or even the next damage favor. I feel like the static ones were a little bit ahead of the charge, so that might be the status. Static might have been the first favor that I did, or the last favor that I did. Okay, we'll get our capacitors. And our research nodes. Got to get the DTI security card. Okay, static and charged are actually equal at this point. But I can pull that for the next one. I mean, 500% damage increase. That's gonna be enough to tip the scale, probably. Okay. More fuse trials. I mean, that's one thing. That's one of these events that I actually really like. As long as I have the trial bells for it, I feel like this event's kind of a fun one in a way. I don't even remember all seal approvals for unlocking. There's not another level. We didn't have faction hunt still. No. They're sticking me with these level 2 Hostiles for the beam for the convenience here. It's gonna be like one left now. All right, event complete. Go do freebooters while I got a charge. And ever since we did all the P1 ATA things in the last arc, I have had a really, really, really rough time getting some good things to pop up here. Like, it's been really hit or miss. You had 600 planetary charts, 2 P1 ATAs that went 100%. Of course, there's no event up, so it would be the perfect time for that to happen. Only 20. I was actually thinking about speeding up the one that I have running, but then the other part of me is like, nah, you need to save up everything that you have during this inter-arc break. Get ahead. That way the next time they do an event that requires those, you're ready for it. Like, I think I'm sitting pretty good on charts. It's the speed ups that are the hard part. It'll have to definitely get mathed out on the front side. Like right now, I have 2 days and 5 hours. I haven't done my claims yet. Let's just run through all this really quick. If I don't do it now, I'm going to forget about it later. And it's like ever since they added the slider for the recruit chest, like there hasn't been like a single recruit event that's been tied to anything decent at all. All right, Reliant. Common hijacked. Uncommon hijacked. Planetary charts. See, there I got 3 12-hour ones. I mean, that's what about a third of what I would need? So I mean, that's not bad. Augment is like a chronic recruit event. Yeah, if you could only farm the recruit tokens and you had to farm the recruit tokens, exchange them. This isn't based on RNG at least. So you have a guaranteed rate that you're getting this stuff in at. But then yeah, you're doing all the recruiting semi constantly. Dr. Tana. I never know when they show you the number of officer shards if the bar underneath has been updated or not. Alright, trade down, trade down, trade down. I don't even know which of these two officers I'd rather have the next level on. Probably DeMarco. So not far off from the next Augment Hunter increase. Some days I wonder why I even come back into the Bajoran store and do some of these recruit chests and stuff. Because transporter patterns are getting to the point where they're gonna end up replacing it with a new currency or something. Or at least They need to reorganize it. Yeah, he said something about that yesterday. It's getting to the point where it's almost out of hand. I have to scroll through all that stuff. You even if they just grouped them together, I don't know, kind of like in their generations or like the year that they came out or something like that. So you kind of group together the old ones and you get some of the new ones together, or even by like ability type or something. Like they could have like PvP, PvE, general use. Which of course it gets a little tough because some of those officers do both. I need to do solos. Easy for you. Everything that anything that says SLB, you skip 90% of the events. Yeah, that's a good portion of them. They don't care. Look at how messed up all the primes are in the research area or in the store. We've done a little bit of a job of cleaning up the store. I don't know about particularly with the primes or not, but they've cleaned up the store a little. The research, yeah. And it'd almost be worthwhile for them to take them out of like the mix of everything else and kind of categorize them by themselves. I would love for it to be the primes at the back and all the regular research at the front, because then when it keys in on that research, the last one that you've done, it could be like a real research that you care about and not one of the primes. Which would probably go against, like sales directives and stuff, but it'd still be nice. Even if it was like a button to hit, like to go to like the non-prime area, like if it focuses on the primes first when you open it up, and then they had a button to go to like the non-prime section or a tab. All right, so I still need to go kill some Romulans. Whoa, 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 none of that. Pike Muro Chen would have ended up with not great results. beat around a few Romulans real quick, and then go try to kick down some of the Ogman exiles. I think Thursday night I might end up trying to do my final push for the augments. Oh yeah, it's incursion night. Nobody'll ever look there. All I gotta do is get the hijack ship skin and I'll just blend right in, right? Okay, so I think that was enough. No, not quite yet. Well, it's enough. I just want to get enough to close out the dailies. Ad break. I got a feeling like this might be busy. Not red, but where are we? There we are. Maybe it's not busy. I just saw one of the explorers despawn. I don't know about any of y'all servers, but battleships have reigned supreme in a lot of our areas here. And the competition for the D3 or the hijacked Mayflowers has been heavy. There's a Reliant in the 70 space already? My god. I didn't think I'd be seeing that fast. Most of them have interceptor. It's been getting a little more varied lately. Like for the first few weeks, like it was mainly cubes here. Well, I'm almost getting to the point where I can upgrade to the 64s. What is the scoring basis on this event? So it is scoring on the level of ship that you attack. That's one of those double-edged swords. Do you hit 40 of the one level or do you hit 10 of the next level up? Which in my case it might actually be more like 20 to 5. Well, more realistically 20 to 2. It's been a tough road to actually get the ability to punch up to the next level. Oh, what did that research I just do unlock? Prime Battleship Wrecking. Weapon damage while fighting other players. I did too. I'm trying to figure out what the heck I did that's increasing my lifespan so significantly. Maybe I was already doing better than I thought. That was a full page, almost 2 full pages worth of haul. Maybe I'm just more on board than I thought I was. It's still a very significant change over what it was a couple weeks ago. Because a couple weeks ago, it was a struggle to hit more than 2 of these. No, I have upgraded fleet commanders a little bit. We also increased our emerald chain level. That one was hull health. Undefined under the Terran faction store. Yeah, there's probably all sorts of stuff that changed that. Wonder. Well, when he said when I read undefined, I was thinking about some of that research that like states it only applies in this situation, but lo and behold, it's you know 3 other situations that it applies to as well. Ops locked for some of the research. Yeah, it's I get ops locked on some stuff too. And sometimes it gets kind of frustrating, but most of it's not too bad. I got excited for a second when I saw the maxed. Yeah, I'm telling the 6 mil. I'm gonna definitely meet my goal of having it locked in before the start of the next arc. Okay, yeah, so this is 2 of these versus 30 in the 62 system. Like, I can do a full run of the loot goblins between the 60, 62, 64, 66, 68. Or no, 60 still has the level 60 ones, and I think it's 62 is where they start at the 70. So I can do 62, 64, 66, and 68 and get the level 70 loot goblins. And that helps. Most of the time when I was playing this week, they've been spawned in the system when I warped in. A lot of folks must have been taking a break from them while I was still going at them, probably harder than I did during the arc. That did not pay off very well at all. All right, we'll take one more trip up there. What other event? Darius did what we could there. This one, I might be able to get I should be able to get halfway with that haul. Next haul. Don't care about Mega Cube. I'm not going to concern myself with Chaos Tech or Forbidden Tech upgrades. It's a nice late activity day. I like that. When was I able to unlock the 6-star super highways? It was pretty dang quick. It was really dang quick. Like 63? I don't remember if this one was part of it all, or if this one was a separate one later. But these ones I think are really quick. Because that would have been a research. You should be able to see that on... No, I mean a mission. You should be able to see the mission for that on stfc.space. Six-star unlock. Maybe part of a mission chain. Well, when you go to level 61, you unlock the path to be able to get to the 61 system. So like this pathway unlocks. These pathways unlock. Well, actually it's after that. I don't remember which ones they stopped at. But it unlocks the pathways to get there. But the superhighways came very shortly after. Yeah, it looks like all the G6 ones were together. I think it's probably part of like the main mission tree. That's 6-star origins. Do those have the padlock on them when you look at them? Kind of like these do? Because that should tell you what you need to do to unlock it. How do the cosmic particles? It doesn't take much. There's a lot of good research in there. There's a lot of really good research in there. I mean, the stock backup happens fairly quick. And of course there's efficiencies for that too. That's one of the things I got to circle back on because I did a big push on getting that all updated and finish that off. I ran myself out of the cosmic particles too. But I think it's been, I don't know, since the last time that there was a decent paying research SLB. I don't know, it might have been like right after they restructured the payouts on the daily mission ones. I did a big push, so like 3 months ago. There's some of that research is in the Vindicator tree. That's Artifact Gallery, Starfleet Honors. I thought one of these was Cosmic Particles too. It must not be. They stuck some of that stuff in really weird spots though. I think there was some within the actual cosmic particle area. But yeah, there was one other spot where they had it tucked away. I was thinking that one of the first researches in here was for efficiencies. Maybe not. I think I was thinking of the one in the station tree. No. Yeah. In the first area where the cosmic particles start to get spent, there's that research for it. I thought there was one in one of the ship researches too, but I guess not. Let's see it. Is that another one where Spock's Club can assist? Oh, I wonder if one of the one of the fleet commanders. I'm pretty sure you get more. Um, like I feel like Janeway or Seven have it. Um, the building resources. I never know where half the stuff comes from. Where the heck do you get the cosmic particles from? Is that from the daily chest? I can't see that. I don't even. It is from the dailies. Okay. Yeah, that probably maxes out at 60. I'm pretty sure that was like a G5 research. Not hers. Gotta be Sevens. Quantum communicators. See, I wonder if I'm getting some of that crap mixed up together. Like, I feel like I keep on mistaking quantum communicators for cosmic particles. Yeah, it doesn't take long to restock, I don't think, because it's used for one thing, so you don't have it slowly leaving your inventory. Well, I mean, you have a choice, but you decided that you only want the one choice, the one option. Because yeah, the other option is to spend for it. Which I don't know if that was in the Alliance Tournament store too, maybe, or the event store. I'm pretty sure it was in the one. I swear I remember seeing it somewhere. Is that the right kind of special currencies? Oh. Prime orbit medallions, prime cosmic particles, prime dolomite. Yeah, if it would be anywhere, it would be here. If it's not here, I don't think that's gonna be anywhere then. Thought I remember seeing it somewhere, but like I said, it's not that. I don't think it's that hard to come by. So I don't think it's something. Maybe it's something that hasn't been requested a lot, so they haven't thought about putting it into that. I don't think they're going to be gatekeeping it. Like I don't think there's enough like good. That's death. I don't think there's enough good quality research behind it that they would, have it fully just monetized. But that's like a lot of things. I mean, all good things come to those who wait. That we eat in under 6 million. It's not that. It's not that hard to get bored when you're pushing the limits of what you can do for research. The G6 leaderboard should open up pretty decently because the heavy spenders will move on to the. Well, then again, they don't usually separate them immediately. If they separate the G7 leaderboards, the G6 leaderboards will free up a little bit from the people that do the insane spending to get the top spot. So it looks like we got our war room finished. No, it's arena. I guess tricky when they keep on moving things around all over the place. That's starting to look like a pretty decent amount. I think I'm pretty close to being able to upgrade. I'll probably need everything out of this store to be able to, or out of this event to do this one. This is a slow progression thing. Have to do 5 different war rooms to be able to get enough stuff to be able to actually upgrade it. Okay, sweet. So now I'm halfways on the augment event. Man, there's explorers popping out from everywhere now. Mayflowers galore. And now it's a Mayflower desert. Yeah, I don't know what happened to that 70. There was a 70 that was up here. Look, they were grinding. I don't know if that was the same one or not. All right, certain death on this one. All right, I think we're gonna call that a stream. And it's Canada Day today. So I think we should probably go raid our Canadian neighbor, Major Samo. Thanks everybody for stopping in. Appreciate the time. Have a good one. Have a happy Wednesday. Happy hump day tomorrow. Have a great night.